Good evening, guys. You're welcome. It's me, your host, Iyana de Guru, from a Price Action Traders Group. I'm really got interested about because I have to tell you this, that those of you, panicking about news, you can see why I tell you that the price action don't lie. Price action, price actions don't, patterns don't lie. Patterns don't lie. So because they are the structure, the price structure of market makers, and they make the news, they make the price. You get a point. So you can imagine what the news play out to be on the chart today at the release of that this thing. So you can imagine what it play out to be. The pounds ought to be selling against AUD because the interest came up on change, but it was a different ball game. The market makers were still, manipulating the pattern in place. They were still busy manipulating the patterns. If somebody have sold into the news, into the outcome of that news immediately, you can imagine how it will have been trapped off. You stand lost to that, and a kind of frustration. You get it. Like you can imagine if you have sold into this news, and you go, okay, well, fine, the outcome is good, it's positive, so pounds will be selling against the Australian dollar, fine. But if you have diligently followed the pattern, see this is trend line and stock, this trend line liquidity. If you have diligently followed the pattern as the price from this place, we already have, because this is previous day. This is previous day low, right? So this is the range of the previous day, which is on Friday, last week Friday. This is the range. You got a point. We got our daily range there. Then on Monday took out the low. I told you that you must trade outside the range. Yeah, you must trade outside the range. Monday took out the low of what of this thing, and in this place we never got our entry pattern until we get to this place. Can you see it? We got our entry pattern here. See it? Confirmation entry pattern, confirmation. So you can imagine from Monday you started, if you have you know this is a lot, and you started this, that's almost about 12 pips. You have got almost about to the news. It will have given you over 104 if you like to hold on to it. You understand? Give almost about 105. The news will work into your favor because the news must play into the pattern that is already in place. You understand? So the manipulation that is already in place, we must place into it. So now we got our entry. So if you still come here, probably maybe you want to like kind of this thing, you can shift your stop loss from this place, move your stop loss. You can move your stop loss from this place. You can move it, just lock up protect your stuff below this place, so that if price moves down, because you may look to take out this liquidity here. If price moves down, it will take it out here. But if it does not, it will be your favor. You grab it. You can imagine what happened. So I will play the video for you that with I have a crash program with my VIP from UK, who just joined the executive VIP class. I'll have it from 12 a.m. to 5 a.m. I was so tense, just because the class was kind of interesting and full of action activities, the kind of wow, what is happening? This thing was just, our pattern was just playing out up and down. So it got me interested, and we're sharing a lot of ideas on the chart, And I'm telling you, this is huge. This pattern, you must work upon. You must work upon this pattern. You must work upon this pattern. You must work upon this pattern and master it. If you are to make a hedge way on this year 2022, you must work upon this pattern. And I'm bringing about 2 patterns to it later. I'll add to those 2 patterns to it, but that 2 patterns were consistent and regular in the market. So they are common. These patterns are common and highly predictive, because it took me years, some 2 years, about 2 years past to really understand what liquidity inducement is. You understand? And a fit and the pattern got, I mean, the pattern gets a fit into the AMD, my AMD stuff, yeah, concept. It boosts, you kind of boost the AMD concept here. It's a boost for it. So now a kind of filtering process. So that you must understand and work upon this pattern. Master it. If you just private chat to me, if you need more, listen, please. Let's work together. I'm not, you know, I'm an open-minded person. Let's work together. But there's a sacrifice you must pay. You know, every result gets to have a process you must pass through. No shortcut, I'm telling you. So you can imagine what happened. So I will play the video where we were in the class. You know, we were playing with charts. We were doing review on last class activities and the recent module 2, and we stumbled upon that news break at 4:30 a.m. This morning. I'll play the, yeah, that is the guy. You know, someone might be for security purpose or, you know, for privacy purpose. I don't want to display it here. So that's the guy from UK, and, you know, just joined us about 2 weeks back. So I'm doing the course module 1, then to enter into module 2 with AMD and the rest of them. So we're doing the chart refinement. We're doing chart refinement. Yeah. So I stumbled upon, as we refine the advanced AUD to 1 minute charts. We got that. Imagine we got that. Listen. So I will play the video for you so that you will listen to it, and you see what I recommended for him. Yeah. So this is the place we go through, and we're like, what happened? So I was so carried away.
This what it is. Oh, look at that candle. But the midpoint has only today has been amazing. Oh boy. I'm so grateful. 89. Thank you for your time. 89 was happening.
From 12 a.m. to 5 p.m. I mean 4:30.
Oh, look at that candle. It is a setup, it's a trap candle. It's pulling any news.
We're busy.
Yeah, that's what let me look at it for a factory.
Just stumble upon it.
For me, I don't that we, you know, we are trading on liquidity. So the news must come and fall into your this. So let me for a factory. For a factory event like that. I'm using bestie.com, redfactory.com for there are a lot of
so the guy got so excited about
this.
A lot of time.
But Nigeria time.
You see revelation, I'm telling you. Was so
wow. See this place. Okay. Red. Reserve Bank of Australia. Wow. That's why. So if they are declaring the interest rate now, interest rate for the same, oh God, the same percentage. So that means there's no change. The interest rate is left unchanged. So it's a boost. No wonder Australian dollar is a boost. It should be a boost. You can see that.
People are rushing.
People now that
the traders come of the news.
They will rush. I said because this unchanged. You want to buy into Australian dollar, right? They will rush into news. That's why you must trade pattern. Don't trade the outcome news.
News must fall into the pattern already established. Fall back into it. Tell you.
AUD is supposed to be going up. This is supposed to be a sell. If they want to trade, it is market that are trading their pattern. They are not trading. They are trapping out a lot of people today. So that's why you have to be very careful. They are trapping out a lot of stuff. That's at last this thing will come down.
Yeah, I told him. It will come down.
Because the Australian interest rate says that it is different change, so that the interest is a positive news to Australian economy.
Yeah.
It's a positive news. That means they still want more fund from foreign funds. So
let me go and show you the analysis of the news. The analysis of the news from that my dashboard. The analysis of the news. Worth. You see that's the analysis of the news. That's at 0.10%. That's the actual. This is the forecast. This is the aggregate opinion of the news. There's a preview. So the actual came out as the same thing with what people expected. So that means it's a boost. So a higher than expected rate is positive, bullish for the AUD. While this is from investing.com, analysis from the investing.com. While a lower than expected rate, if it is lower than 10%, 0.10%, it will be a crash. Your stand to your Australian dollar. Then while a lower than expected rate is negative, bearish for the Australian dollar. So that's what I was trying to explain. So let's go back to the video. I just want you to hear definitely what I told that this thing will crash back. It will crash back, and it definitely did. It did up to now. Pounds AUD was still.
That is so. They are still giving out that 10% interest rate. So a lot of people want to push money to that. So if you make Australian dollar to move up, because they need capital.
So pounds ought to be back.
That's the interpretation of that. When you see the interest rate on change, it's a boost to the economy. Of that, like maybe by a Bank of England, the interest rate that's maybe 0.25%. Last time, at this time again, they still leave it on change at 0.25%. So one investor will cost. The pounds will be what pounds will appreciate, right? But right now, they are still manipulating enough prices going up to take out all this. I
can imagine the spark.
You see a long week.
98 pips. 98 pips.
You see it. Is that how you see a long week, or you see the next thing like this? You see the next thing like this. You see the next thing like this.
Exactly what happened. What it came out to be.
People that want to buy in the break to the second trigger them up down. So this can be funny. So that's why we don't focus. We only trade pattern. Trade what the chart gives you. Not what. Because it may play a different ball game on the chart. News and you can play a different ball game. But whether you like it or not, at the end of it, if you fall back to the pattern that's in place. Fall back to the pattern that's in place. So I believe this is going to be that's why it's okay. Fine. They are saying distributing their profit in 1 hour.
This is a pattern.
It works as trigger out the
up and down. This is a pattern.
So news does not respect the price does not respect that news outcome, but it respects the pattern that's already in place. Yeah, they will finally put this thing down to continue to want to keep out this place here.
That is exactly what's happening right now. So throughout this week, pounds AUD will also sell. I'm just predicting that it's probably.
There's a traffic.
Yeah.
Once you break out of this place, come down to respond to that pattern of that, you come down to this place. This just take out of this place. Because here is in tandem
with higher time frame.
With late time frame, and that supplies. Oh God.
Now this place.
That's it's in tandem. So it's reacting to this place as this place is starting. So yes, tomorrow
you can see it. There's the manipulation here.
They will figure that place continue in their original selling position.
The high of the previous month was
that place and it still move downward.
Yeah.
Track next week. Expect price.
So you saw that is recommended. That was my recommendation in the class. So, and I'm not God, so I'm believing it.
Right now, the interest rate of
Australia
is
probability.
That's what happens. So it will appreciate. So they will sell pounds like this Australian dollar. Yeah, that's a long time trend. And because the structure is already there, it's a supply zone. So it must agree with the structure. Yeah, they make the news. So you don't want to lose.
It was taken out.
You must still move the price to down. Yeah.
So just go to your lower time frame now.
Yeah. Okay, that news is just a fake out. They just use it to translate. That's last. So that is my eyes
from 12 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Yeah. You said?
You should call it a
Yeah, okay. So I think it's why not to be your.
Yeah, we cover more than
you recorded it now.
Yes,
Okay, so that's that now. But it will take a long time to
convert. So
it will take a long because it's a long stretch. So it will take a long time to convert. So maybe by tomorrow.
I will show you the pattern, the everything this made that was taken out there. Why did it just start coming down?
So as it's in your system now, so you can watch it. You don't need to download.
So that is the this thing there. So I will show you right now this thing, how the manipulation played out. How the manipulation played out. How the manipulation played out. This is it. You can imagine in 15 minutes chart. So we have the previous day low here, right? Be taken out. So the market previously it was taking out, coming down, lower low, lower high. So all the stops, all the people that sold here and played their stop losses above this place. So the market is looking at it as a buy stop. Your stop loss will turn to buy stop in the market for market maker to come and pick it. You understand? So then people that place their buy stop below, I mean, their stop loss below this plan, but probably into this support, the support and the resistance traders, they will place their stop loss here. So that stop loss will turn to what? It will turn to a set stop. I mean, a set stop, right? For market to come down and trigger it, because you are telling them to sell to you at a lower price. Understand? I'm sorry. You are telling them that you are selling at a lower they should come and buy from you. You are selling at a lower price to the market maker. So you are calling them back, down to come and buy at a lower price. So if you place your stop loss above here, you are telling them you want to buy at a higher price. So they will come and sell to you at a higher price, and went down, look for opportunity to buy at lower price from you. You know, they will cut the price down. They move volume into the market, they cut the price down to buy from you here. Once they buy from you, they trigger off your stop losses, you know, take it to the opposite side and distribute their profits. So once that is what they do till this place, the previous day low was taken out. And I told you that you must trade outside the range. If you want to trade the daily trading range, you must trade outside the range. So even if you are still trading the intraday sessions, you must trade outside the price range. When price move out of the range, you trade. That's when you initiate a trade. You don't initiate a trade when the price is still within a range, because they can still trigger off your stops, you know. So that is what it came out to be. And you can imagine price, you can imagine this liquidity inducement on trend line as this descending highs, lower highs, lower high, lower high, lower high. So all these places are, and they are full of orders from market makers to buy from market makers at the higher prices. The retail trader place orders here. So chunk of orders. So this place attracted. So the huge orders here attracted their attention to come up, to push the price upward. Even when the news was released at 4:30 a.m., instead of pounds selling, it started moving up till they were trying to pick up those order, and it fall into imbalance. See the imbalance above the inducement, imbalance or a particular zone in a 1 minute chart. You fall into that, and I'll tell you, like I told the guy, that the market will crash. It will crash at the top of this rally. It will crash, and it definitely did. It definitely did, which is because they are coming down. They're coming down to pick all these orders because they will manipulate it and now turn the DC around to trade the news outcome after manipulation. Because pounds ought to be selling, right? But they are still manipulating, moving it upward. You will have made from here. You can imagine you will have made from here upward almost about let me go and show you in the chart. Almost about if you have been trading this place, see the confirmation entry pattern here. This is the confirmation entry pattern, the first entry pattern here on Monday, when Monday took out the DC. Can you see this? We never got confirmation here, right? But it came down. We got this confirmation entry. You see BMS confirmation entry. So you will have taken enough pips, almost about 104 pips or thereabouts, 104 pips to the news, 104 pips, just like that. But and really, if you still want to state the outcome of the news, just move your stop loss from that place, then remove it, close the range, close the DC at a low risk trade, so that when price comes down to it, it will hit that place. But if as it started moving upward, it's in your favor, and you are manipulating with the market makers. You are using the opportunity. Just 50 pips, you are out. You don't stay long on it, but anytime they can crash down the DC. So they rushed up to pick all these orders. You can imagine the price did after this is what we're seeing right now at about 6 o'clock this evening. Price has come down. I posted it that price will come down to track down this play, all this buy stop losses here below this place, all this buy stop loss below this low. You track it out. This double low was taken out. This place was taken out. You can imagine price move in the opposite, almost about there. So that's how you can be scalping using the inducement, this stuff. 64 pips. Now my God, this double low, which is equal low or double bottom, was triggered off by just a little wick here. So, and that means this thing is still playing out. This is another good confirmation entry. Your stop loss is just, if you probably it trigger here, your stop loss is just almost about there. Let me see. 5 points. See, yeah. So, okay, this one that is still playing out. This one that is still playing out. This confirmation entry. So you can imagine how many pips from that place there to this place. How many people you have made there? You can imagine 104 up and 104 up and 104 pips upward, and we have 121 pips downward. That's good enough. So at the trigger of this place again, this place was trigger of shit. This place was trigger of again. Can you see it? And market moves. See it? Because and again, this was on Monday. This is Monday low, right? Low, the lower range. And you see, so tomorrow, I believe tomorrow is Wednesday. I believe this place will go up tomorrow. I'm looking at it like that. Of course, Wednesday midweek reversal. Yeah. So they will come down. They may come down and trigger out this double bottom. Because already there was a liquidity grab of Monday low. So our attention is to buy into this. But see a kind of a confirmation pattern, waiting for our entry pattern to enter buy. And today is gone. So if you happen to be tomorrow by Wednesday, so Wednesday we boost it, but go on into reversal. So there will be a possible buy tomorrow into the midweek reversal. Yeah. Then price will they could get for this place, to get to this place or to this place that starts coming down because it will still be selling. Pounds will still be selling because the interest rate decision will still have much impact in the chart, but it will follow upon the patterns. Try and use your pattern to trade it. That is it. Pounds will see because this is or it's already on this, right? Yeah, it's already on this. Yeah, this place was triggered out, so we see much sell. It's coming to this place. Coming to this place to trigger out this place. Probably it's come here. Take out this low. It's up. So that is how you should take your trade. Yeah. Yeah. So this is the time I placed there. I placed that time in the group. That a lot. So it has been almost about 94 pips. At the time I posted it on the group for you guys. It has moved not much. Yeah. So that is this thing about it. The pounds USD ought to be selling now. Then BTC, you can imagine here, we got BTC here at 13. Sorry, this is a London open, see reversal. We got almost about some points there, good points. You can imagine the trigger of this double low and it's move upward. This low, you would have played that stop losses here, triggered them out and price moves in the opposite. So that's why I told you that BTC will sell in crash. Yeah, at looking at this place is 10, 15, 13. We started getting a kind of reversal too on 13th. New York open. Right. So then pounds, let's check pounds. US dollar is still moving up a bit to take out some trigger out on this instead, but it will come down. Probably tomorrow reversal, midweek reversal will likely take this place down. Yeah, and they take that place down. Also expecting price to move down. So that's how I did my recommendation. You don't mean it's God. It's God. It's only be God. And thank God that the trade setup I've been putting up on the chart, at least we got almost about
is at least, let me say, about 80% accurate, if not over. And at least trying. So if you have been following diligently, the pounds AUD sell I gave on Monday up to now has delivered so much. Then pounds Japanese yen too has delivered so much from here has delivered down. I gave so many trade setup. I gave gold, pounds New Zealand. Check your DC. Then BTC today. I gave out BTC. So just make sure that you are in the right tune with the pattern. That's all you need. You're in the right tune with the pattern. Make sure you are in the right tune with the pattern and do your homework. Do your homework. Practice enough deliberate practice. Yeah. Don't give it an ease at all. You must practice enough. Practice enough. Practice enough. So I will give you this later. This is the intraday sessions. This will distribute to US session to reverse it, Asian period. Take it out, down. Up. So that's how liquidity in this met affects intraday sections, opening session and the rest of it. Just this pattern alone, you use it to track good up and down. So guys, that's all to it. That's all to it. Good setup. So it's still coming down. Once years it will still come down. It's still coming down. It just still manipulating up. To come down. So God bless you. If somebody has said saying the Fibonacci is on the YouTube. The Fibonacci, the use of Fibonacci. Go to YouTube. It's on the YouTube.